Hello everyone! Would you like to see those details on your Gunpla pop out? Then this is the video for you. Today we will see how to detail your Gunpla with panel lining. We will go through some different options, the tools you will need and how to use them. At the end of the video I will tell you which one is my favorite too. So without any further ado, let's start! The first panel liner we will check out is the Tamiya panel liner. It comes with some pros and cons. It is really easy to use. Comes with a brush, and one pass will be enough to get a nice line. Unfortunately, being an enamel-based panel liner, if you put too much, when it dries and shrinks, it will create a stress on the part, sometimes resulting in cracks, especially on thin plastic. To avoid it, you should first apply a coating. Also, you should note that the lines will be very thick. Before using it, make sure you shake it well. Open it, and remove all the excess liquid from the brush. At this point, just gently press the tip on the line. The liquid will run through it easily and should cover it all. Let's take a look. And yeah, everything looks fine. I also managed not to leave a big stain, so the cleaning will be pretty easily. Now you need to wait at least 10 minutes to make sure that everything is nice and dry. Unfortunately, sometimes the brush can make a bit of a mess. That's why I suggest to use a panel lining pen to apply it. It will give you more precision, especially on smaller parts like a head. It works in the same way, just dip it into the bottle and remove any excess. Gently press it and the liquid will flow in place. The result is pretty much the same, but I absolutely prefer using the pen. Now the pieces are both dry. To clean them you will need chemicals. Tamiya sells an enamel thinner that works pretty well, but I just use a Zippo lighter fluid, which is a great alternative and easier to find. Just get a Q-tip and wet it with a lighter fluid. After, you will need to dry it a bit. It needs to be moist, not dripping wet. Just pass it on the line and it will clean any stain and excess really easily. Remember not to press it hard. If you press it, the Zippo lighter fluid will come out and basically melt away all the panel line, so just gently pass it till it's nice and clean. Another alternative to the Q-tip is a panel line eraser pen. I like them a lot. They are more eco-friendly and very precise. They work exactly in the same way. Wet them, dry them a bit, and finally gently clean the part. And here they are, two very nice and clean lines. Now we will take a look at a similar product that works a bit differently, the Mr. Hobby Weathering Color. I like it more than the Tamiya for a few reasons. First of all, it will not crack your plastic, so there is no need for using any coating. It also has less pigment and will give you less intense lines. As downsides, you will probably need to spend more time with it, because it generally needs more than one application per line. It also does not come with a brush, so you will need to use the pen. To apply the Mr. Weathering Color, you just follow the same steps we saw with the Tamiya panel liner. Dip your pen, remove the excess liquid, and gently press it on the line. The liquid will flow naturally. You can notice that the line is not even. That's because of the less pigmentation in the color. Just let it dry and do the process again. For my final result, I had to fill the line 3 times in total. You can see how much longer it takes compared with the single pass of the Tamiya panel liner. For cleaning up, you can't unfortunately use any other product that is not the Mr. Color Thinner. Just dip your eraser or Q-tip in it, dry it a bit so it's only moist, and pass it really gently. You can see in this corner the color spilled a bit out of the line. The pointy tip of the eraser lets you clean it fast and with precision. Here is the final result. Compared to the Tamiya, the line is like a stick, and I honestly prefer it that way. Before taking a look at the last panel lining technique, please consider putting a like and maybe subscribing to the channel if you're enjoying this video. Let me also know in the comments below which tutorial would you like to see next. I'm thinking about scribing, but I'm open to suggestions. The last way is a bit different. We will paint the line with an acrylic wash. I recently started to use this method because it goes really well with my hand-painted models. The chemicals you need for Tamiya and Mr. Hobby tend to ruin the coating on the acrylic colors, resulting in a bit of smudges. Here we will just use water, which is completely safe. I will use a fine tip brush, my water palette, a tiny bit of color, and a glass of water. At this point, just paint your line. Thanks to my shaky hands, I am making a mess, but it's not a big issue. It'll just take a bit longer to clean. You can use your Q-tip or eraser, dipped in water and then dried until it's only moist. You will need to put some extra strength this time, not gently passes for once. And this is the result. Let's now take a look at the three parts we made, one beside each other. Tamiya will give you the thickest line, Mr. Hobby the thinner, and the acrylic paint is somewhere in between. As much as I like painting my lines, my favorite is still the Mr. Hobby weathering color. I love the final result, despite the extra effort I need to put. The acrylic is still the best technique for hand-painted models though. Let me know in the comments below how is your panel lining after my tips. Thanks for watching, keep calm and keep building!